It's really exciting, I think. The fact that, especially because for Sansa, as book fans will know, it's kind of come to an end for her in the books. And so we don't know what's going to be in the next book for Sansa, but the season's going to happen before then. So none of us have any idea. And judging by the end of how season 5 ends, I think it's just going to be the most ambiguous thing ever as to what's going to happen to her.
But it's nice to know that now everyone is on the same page. Nobody knows anymore.
No page.
Like before, exactly, no page. Like before, in the makeup trailer, people would know a little bit more than we did, and it was always you were trying to get. You know, there were obviously people that knew where it was going, and now I think everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, there's only about 3. Well, probably and George's publishers or editor, or whatever it is. But there's only 3 people. What happened? Late or middle last year, was it, or early last year, was they had to go and talk to George. So where does he live? Albuquerque or somewhere, isn't it?
I think so, Santa Fe, I think.
Santa Fe. The 2 boys, Dan and David, who are showrunners and chief writers, and they went down. They spent a week with George, who rolled out the end of the story. So they know what's going to happen, and they are writing accordingly for the new season. But the books, even the latest book, and there's supposed to be another book after the latest book. The latest book, the one that's supposed to come this year, is not going to. It's now being put back to next year. So we are going to be finished shooting the entire story before the books are. For the last book, is probably even started.
I mean, I try and get it out of Dave and Dan where it's going to head to, but they're extremely tight-lipped about it. They literally, I think David, Dan, and George are the only people that actually really know what's going to happen. And so for me, especially my character specifically, you know, because the torture stuff that happened in the 3rd series in the books is only really spoken of, you know, literally just about twice, I think, throughout the whole book. Theon's in the dungeons being tortured. That's it. And so then I guess you really got in the books, you got to see that torture take place, or read, you know, envisage that torture yourself in book 5. And so they had to bring that forward, or bring it to happen earlier in season 3. And so my storyline really is one of the ones where nobody has any clue where it's going to go. So in answer to your question, I'd say it's more exciting than terrifying, but yeah, a bit of both.
It's so exciting, you know, like everyone has their opinions on, you know, the show because of the books, and it's kind of interesting that we're walking into a season that no one knows what's going to happen, and I think it's exciting, personally. I'm really excited to find out what is to come with Missandei and Daenerys and other characters that I love on the show.
Well, I feel like you're on the winning team.
Well, you know, you don't know. You never know. But I mean, we've got 3 dragons and a pretty sort of, you know, kick-ass like leader. So I think we're doing okay. I think we're gonna be okay.